In 2000, seemingly from nowhere, Audi unleashed the TT. All drawn up in Bauhaus fashion, its design attitude was in stark contrast to Audi's usual minimalist approach. Ladies and gentlemen, Generation 3 has arrived, brimming with the prospect of progress.
TT has always been a sporty car, not a sports car. This time around, it seems to be inspired by its big brother, R8.
I mean, just look at the sheet metal. Well, most of it is aluminum, actually. Hints of the original TT design remain, but the gravity of Audi's family look has pulled on TT. It looks more modern, or sterile. Progress starts with eliminating the center screen. Everything is here now. Visually stunning and customizable, there's an awful lot happening in the virtual cockpit, which can be good or bad. Tough for passengers to choose radio stations or set navigation. Heating and cooling is cleverly handled directly on the vents. Same with the tush toasters. There's a back seat. Kind of. Sort of.
I could climb back there for comic relief. No.
Let's talk performance. There is certainly progress there.
There's a little bit of turbo lag at launch, but power quickly spools up. I'd say 0 to 60 happens in about 5 seconds.
Under the lightweight hood is a 2-liter turbo engine, 220 horsepower, and 258 pound-feet of torque are channeled to all 4 wheels. Full engine torque can be sent to the front or rear axles. There are 6 speeds in the dual clutch. Sorry, no manual transmission. There are paddle shifters, and performance dynamics can be customized down to a rear wheel bias and throatier engine note. I don't remember the last generation TT being so much fun to drive. Fling it into a curve and it clings without drama. It's no R8, but there's a lot of spunk here.
Electric power steering has come so far in the last few years, there's actually road feel.
It's easy to drive fast. This will tell law enforcement that you have hit 75 miles an hour. Tell them that you raised it manually.
In short, TT is one of those cars that can lead you into temptation. I like cars like this.
Considering the sporty mission of this Audi, there's just the right amount of sound coming into the cabin.
Everybody talks about speed, but brakes are important. Pretty good here.
You'll smell the brake pads after repeated hard stomps. The high-performance S model has larger binders. With 19-inch wheels, ride quality is fine until the pavement gets choppy. Sharp bumps do get through. I saw 22 miles per gallon on Preferred Premium, but I was having a good time. Audi's expected high-quality materials are here. With the climate controls and data screen relocated, the space looks a tad Spartan. These optional seats are worth the extra grand. They recall the first generation's attitude. Audi's new interface seems less straightforward. I will say that text entry
4, 8.
is responsive. Passengers can't see the screen, but they can operate the volume knob, since it's awkward for the driver.
Nobody expects a car like this to be overly practical. At least TT is flexible.
With the backseat usable, a term used loosely, 3 packs of the 2-ply are good to go and kept from prying eyes. Optimize the cargo hold and there's much more room. 8 packs equals the space of many mid-sized SUVs. Want to see the sky? Buy the Roadster. There is no sunroof option. Starting at around $44,000, this one just crosses the 50 grand threshold. That buys a lot of fun and innovation. The visual charm of the first generation is gone, though. That's progress for you. TT shares its MQB platform with Golf and the wicked fast R model, but it's never really that simple. For example, TT's wheelbase is shorter, and while the Golf is definitely more practical, I'd rather walk up to this sleeker design every day. Oh, the S model. Not only does it have 72 more horsepower, it sports magnetic ride control and larger brakes all the way around, ventilated in back too. Of course, it costs more. Price of entry begins at $52,000.
There you go, gang. That is my take on the 2016 Audi TT. Now, I try to do as good a job as possible when photographing these cars, but this week, wow, it was difficult. If you look around, you'll see that Carnation here was recently underwater. If you look at these weeds here, you can tell that's how high the water was at one point. Check out this Toyota. I know they're tough, but holy cow, it is no match for water. Anyways, there was lots and lots of mud on the road, so if this was a little bit dirty here and there during photography, please excuse me. It was tough keeping this car clean. There you go, that's the backstory, and that's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.